And taking a leaf from Pope Francis's comments, he tells us that God has given the earth to humanity to cultivate and to tend. And we know that. The earth is ours, a gift from God. However, there's so much happening that is not good for the environment. One of the factors that is helping to destroy the environment is simply money. If you take into account forests are being knocked down and chipped out at an alarming rate. And what is mostly behind that is money. When I was in Papua New Guinea, there were huge areas just being felled all the time for money. Overseas companies coming in, paying off ministers, paying off everybody, and ripping down the forest. One stage, a certain gentleman was the Minister for Forests, and for the contractors it was very simple. They just went to the minister's office and said, "Minister, how much? How much do you want?" It wasn't under the table or around the corner or into some bank account. It was just straight across the table. And he signed off on the contracts. He's a wealthy man. And others have done the same. Not everybody in government, certainly, but enough to make a difference. One stage in an area where I was working, some heavy equipment appeared off to the side of the road, bulldozers, skidders, trucks, all kinds of stuff. And I asked somebody, "Where did that come from?" And they said, "We don't know. It was put ashore illegally at a barge just up to the beach, drive them off, and there they were. And then they started logging. No license, no anything. Paid off people, corruption, and so on down the line with all of that. And Pope Francis is trying to make a difference, trying to teach us, instruct us, call to our mind perhaps things that we already know. The difficulty with it all is, what can we do about it? A lot of it is too big for us. And we can feel hopeless and helpless in the middle of it. However, we can possibly plant trees. Wherever we are, we can plant trees, plant bushes, do a little bit for the environment. A lot of places where I tried to plant trees. I used to plant teak trees, palm trees, coconut trees, any kind of trees. And every tree is a carbon sink. Every tree holds carbon in it, and the more trees we can plant, the better. One stage some years ago, I read about a guy from Africa who was trying to keep a track of the amount of trees planted in the world. And he went on the internet and said, "Please tell me where you are and how many trees you're planting." I lost the contact. I don't know who he was or what he was doing, but there are a lot of people planting trees. And in some areas, and now in Papua New Guinea too, they're trying to reforest the area. That is a difficult thing to do, because often with people there's money in it. Even for themselves, they'll cut it down, use a walkabout sawmill, and sell the timber. Often there's truckloads of it going to town. So it's difficult because people need money. People need money for all kinds of things. So they cut the trees down. And often some trees are a bit rare, but they're worth a lot of money. So they get cut down. People go right through the bush, cut them down, and sell them. So what does that mean for us as church? We care for creation. Not just in words, but in fact, to do something. At the mission office here, we have launched an environmental project for environment. We want to assist people in planting. one of our priests in Papua New Guinea, wants to plant mangroves. That's a good thing. Others are wanting to plant other things. So we hope that we can do a little bit in that direction and inspire others to do the same. So wherever you are, find ways to plant trees or to plant something, clean up the environment. Join other groups who are doing it. Talk to people of like mind. And we can hopefully make a bit of difference. Because if we don't, the consequences may be very, very bad. On a happy note, I've been planting trees out here on Mission Hill. So I hope they grow. It might rain tonight. They'd be very happy. Keep trying, keep working, keep enjoying the mission. Thank you.